playing Yoru. When we said we
Oh
go.
god.
I mean, there's
Well,
millions of things
Zilf delivered.
So Yoru can
He gave us a warning.
from dish towards side to on A side. You can
CNED.
onto the stairs with a flash.
It's CNED as well.
You can
That's
also
what.
go
That's
from
what's
A main
mental
to
about
the
it. It's
corner of the
CNED.
side while doing it from sand. So the TP goes through sands, through the doors. There's so many lineups that can do it. On B side, you can TP straight into tower with a shotgun, control it from there. And also on the defense, you have a one-way flash.
Man, Navi are being crazy. Navi are being crazy at the beginning of this split. Oh my goodness.
But our casters, Tom and Mitch, we're gonna have to make some sense of this crazy world Navi are living.
Thank you so much. I gotta say, Quickshot's style, I don't know if it's stepped up or stepped down, but it's changed.
I do like the cardigan.
The cardigan, yeah, it suits him. It suits him. Maybe we'll see a little bit more of that. A new era. Maybe a new era of Valorant as well. Some of these agent selects have been a little wild.
Batham, thank you so much.
We've seen him on the Yoru before.
That's
this
2
time,
bots now
a different
subbing.
player. Do you think it's an upgrade? Seen that on the
Bot,
Yoru?
31 months as well. Chat, let's get a lot of slugs in for Batham.
Well, I'm pretty sure when Angel tried to do
I
this
think you
thing
can
off,
throw some boomer
and
slugs
I
in
don't
there
think it
now.
was particularly
He's
good at
probably...
all. In fact, that seems to happen quite often whenever they
You're
try
probably
and
that
play
age,
Yoru.
Batham, now.
Is that maybe
You're
the
probably in
first
that
time it works,
territory.
which I guess this is technically the first time. They tried Yoru on Icebox. It was hot trash. They tried it on this map before, it was trash. So I'm not the most confident.
Grippy, thank you for that as well, of course.
CNED has never played Yoru before.
Yeah, yeah. See, this is
So,
somewhere that, as time has
Russell,
gone on, I've become more and more
gotcha.
a fan of Yoru. I've started to fall in love a little bit, and I see CNED on him,
How
and I
much did
think
Lothar pay you?
this is going to be
Grippy, that
the
picture
moment
earlier.
that
Oh
I
my
go
goodness,
all
that
in,
cracked me
that
up.
I dye my hair
okay.
blue after seeing CNED do this.
I wish I could.
I'm ready. Oh, wow. You know, you can go for Blue Man Group look. It'll be...
Let's put EMEA's biggest one trick on Yoru. What can go wrong? Well, let's find out.
I definitely didn't think I'd be talking mostly about the composition of Navi going into this one, but I'll be honest, what BBL is running is fairly normal. Like, they've not really done anything too crazy.
Whoa, look at this as well. Heavy priority. Are we going aggro with this?
It's not, I think 3 times he's played it,
No.
because he's normally playing the KO,
Dude,
and then
heavy priority on
guns.
guns.
So they're clearly
I mean, for
testing
both
some
teams, got
different
5
things. I said
ghosts
it
as
to you
well.
already. I would be intrigued to see if they ran this comp if they lost the first map.
Well, that is true. Look, knowing Angel, I will never attempt to see inside that man's mind. That is a scary, scary place.
Are we ever going to see a push?
I
So we take arcade control, we go underpass. Now we have 3 people here ready for the hit. There is also 3 people here from BBL. And that is a huge kill with the frenzy. Just a straight up swing, maybe off the turret contact. I didn't hear anything, but...
And a B blitz is what they're looking for afterwards. Killjoy here, 3 players in position. Nade still online for Cutie. A lot that they're
I goes out over towards A to see if they were rotating back. So
this looks pretty
interesting.
rough,
the race has rotated because they cut sound. So
I'm actually surprised we're seeing a rotation.
yeah,
Maybe
Navi did good here with the
somewhat
turret
of a
contact.
read, but I guess with just the amount
Oh,
of
this
kills
is
that
kind
they
of
have
nice
available to
though.
them,
We
they
still
don't
have
really
the
need to
molly.
Gamble too much. Angel also destroying the turret, and Xiao has managed to find Kushner. That at least cuts off some of the rotation.
I don't think that's crazy that you peek there once the molly goes down.
This is starting to look very problematic indeed.
Damn. What an impressive recovery. Nice cut sound. Nice shots were hit as well. But I think once the molly goes down, I don't think you need to swing heaven there.
Into a 4 versus 2 damage
Personally.
done. Yeah, it's pretty decent. A few tags onto the Navi players. But Suchny and Turco need to be tapping heads on the way through here. This has to be clean if they're to have any hope. And that Viper's wall, it's only going to cause a few more problems for them. That's online now for the rest. They're going to break through, lose a bit of HP, and, well, lose the rest of it shortly after by the looks of things.
Wow, good recovery.
1-0.
Yeah, good recovery. I do think this was an overstep in heaven, straight up.
Interesting things for me because I always remember
I like the setups, though.
conversations with Ardis and the jokes that were had between him and Angel, where Angel would try and convince him to play Yoru. He would decline.
His calling,
and then
his
Angel
mid-round
would do it
calling's been
himself.
great, Angels.
Now he's clearly managed
The
to
ideas
convince
are a
CNED
little
to do it, which,
ideas are a
maybe
little bit
that's good sign
wacky,
going
but
into the future that CNED is willing to
that's
be
fine.
more flexible. Someone who's renowned for that individual skill on the jet, and mostly that, like not really known for any other agent other. So I think it definitely is a sign.
I think
that
you can have
he's
some
willing to
rounds
try and be
where
more
it's
flexible.
like that iffy,
I'm
if you're
gonna
talking
go
about
ahead
like
and
the
predict
supportive
that
flash.
Navi win this map, and it's
Right, I think
absolutely
EG had some
nothing
cool
to
rounds with
That's
it
my
on
prediction.
Pal that we saw a lock in.
I think you're
So
probably
I goes
spot on.
in,
I reckon he gets like
it
10
hits
to
no one,
15 kills,
and they feel like
they
that's a
still
good amount of pressure here.
Okay,
It at least
that's a
got
bold
the
prediction.
smoke
You've
out
got
of
it for
them.
numbers as well, so
Yep.
we can
I think
also
that was their
counter
only
on that.
smoke.
I like that. I enjoy that quite a bit.
If I'm wrong, then it's
In terms of how they're handling this one, one less rifle than what they do on Ascent.
Nice
Oh
little
my
shot
goodness.
off the rip from Angel. And of course, you're coming in here with 2 pistols as Navi. One of them's already come out
This
to
buy
find
is
that
quite weird.
kill.
This is
nice
the
start. BBL
legit old
They've done
FPX,
damage
right? This
before
is
with
what
this
their
Butterfly, although it
this
does
is their
rely on
standard.
Navi
This is what they used to do.
gambling incorrectly and then moving towards the site that's stacked up. And
They've been starting to put an
and
extra
YORU's
rifle
gonna
into
be
it sometimes.
majority of
That's like their
teams
main
here
changer.
looking to fight. That's where the pistols
Well,
come blitzing
that's
through, and it's a
all of the
mid-grinder
rifles
spike on
down.
the
They've
floor.
lost all the
Navi
rifles.
on a man
Oh
disadvantage,
my
lost another,
goodness.
and the last man standing is
Did they get
Angel.
both the rifles?
Started this out by tapping with a
Not
ghost,
yet.
and they'll have to finish it in the same fashion.
Oh, he's not expecting this.
This has gone so
Holy
terribly
hell.
wrong. There's one of those scenarios
They
where
picked
you
up
talk
both
about the fact that
rifles,
have
they
the
got
risks
full
of their
eco.
rifles,
Okay,
but
and
the
they
fact
picked up this
is,
as well.
it
Damn.
was the players with the rifles that were
Please
full.
give me a
That was
replay
the
for
ones
some
that
of
they
these
went
kills. What
peeking
are these
into,
shots?
and BBL just landed every
Give me
single shot.
Turco's POV.
Turco with a huge multi-frag.
Could
to
not
bring
have
them
gone
back
worse.
around,
Oh,
a
it
huge
was
boost
literally the
for them
worst
going into
outcome
this
for
next
Navi there.
one. And what,
Straight up
this
worst
is normally
outcome.
the case where you go,
Okay,
okay, well,
let's see
Navi can
this.
still invest a little bit back in because of those players that saved. So you're going to have a rifle onto Angel and onto Saigetsu. So for the Logitech G power up round, you're basically hoping that all of that power is put straight into those two players.
The opportunities that it still gives them sure are
Oh
good, but
my
I think the shot's
goodness.
something different. Sagetsu off
Oh
to a
my
great start.
goodness.
That's gonna
Okay,
be
so
another
because
weapon
two people went
potentially
pistols, they can
recovered
still
for the
buy
team.
some guns into this. So they have
Aslan,
two
okay,
hero
good for
guns,
one, but that's all the
and the
trades,
two
and
hero
with
guns have
two
done
players ready
work.
to swing on and a YORU TP that was ready to be
Chance
used,
to
they
get
crashed
everyone
clean.
onto
Never
a
been
rifle
easier.
here.
They should be able
Oh
to
my
grab
goodness,
plant.
what is this
The
game? I
spike
can
was
tell
across.
it's going to be one of
That's the
those,
one
isn't it?
problem.
Yeah,
Waiting for Viper Wall.
It wasn't
they
too
won't
bad.
go
He
on
went
that
for a
Viper
jump
Wall,
peek.
Sagetsu
Actually, didn't. I think it was more just an insane
Navi
shot
becomes a
from
little bit of a
Sagetsu.
problem. There's a real chance to catch this and actually not watching the angle at all. A mistake made, a spam through from Kushner actually
Oh
doesn't
my
do that much
goodness, yeah,
damage
you
at
need
all,
to
but
stay
the
alive for your nade. This kill was massive.
The whole plan is to give some space to
Massive.
Sushni to come in from behind. Even has util to try and bait them out a little bit. And with the stun coming through onto Angel, the peek out from CNET at least will garner them back into an even scenario once again.
The TP. CNET doesn't know there's a player close to him.
Oh
Great
my
repositioning
god,
from
he
Suchny.
went for the
He was looking to
play.
go underneath there.
He went for
Ends
the
up catching
play.
CNET out on the sound cue. This one
Oh
looks done and
no.
dusted. Angel struggling to even plant with the shots through the wall. 1v2, tagged
13
down to 40
HP.
to 13. A chance maybe.
Oh.
He needs the headshot on this swing. Suchny is known to be towards main. He could have snuck around, but there he
Wow,
is, and Angel's
okay.
got him. Gorgeous play
Okay,
from the
what is
IG
going
of
on in this
Navi
game?
to
Nicely done
steal
from
back
Angel,
the lead.
13 HP on that. Manages to get them both, huge.
I can't
Well,
resist myself
the
saying
money's
they
all over
didn't
the
deserve
place.
to win that round. the spike didn't manage to cross. They basically got caught by everything Suchny was doing, even with the sort of TP back to go and get it and bringing it up. But Angel just wins them the round. That 1v2 clutch on low HP, and BBL have got to be absolutely kicking themselves. 2-1. Now they come up with sort of a mixed buy of their own. Aslan bringing in a judge
Yeah,
and rifles
weird.
on some of the remaining
Ooh,
players. It's been a
wait,
very
enough.
weird start. And it sort of matches the end
I like
we had to
this.
the last map as well.
So Molly
Yeah,
goes
look,
here,
we've
and
come
then
out
you
with
kind
all
of catch
things
everyone,
balanced,
and
I
then it's the
suppose,
same
but
thing if you
BBL
push
at a
it.
bit
So
of
if
a
they go on aggro,
disadvantage.
they'll go back
Brave,
through it,
Aslan in
and it means that no
particular
one's going to push it.
certainly
It's kind
have
of
their
nice.
weaknesses. They're trying to make up for this with some aggression early. They've got
In terms
push
of the
early
buy
on.
itself,
BBL team, there's no players
BBL
around there. I don't know
have
if
gone
they
for an
spawned the
odd
cap passive
one.
holding north side, which would be, I assume they didn't because they would have shot it. And so for Navi, they still have that control. They know that entire north side is clear. They're fighting south as well,
Weird.
clearing out main. But
We'll see what
the
they decide to
foothold
do
is
next
there in
round.
the early round. I still think, you know, when you come to that minute mark, Navi are literally just looking for BBL to push. They're just allowing them to play the early round how they want, and late on they'll make these blitz executes if there's no mistakes made.
How is making the YORU look? It hasn't
Suchny
hasn't hit just yet, but we're only 3 rounds in.
utilizing the C's. CNET just trying to take a little bit of extra space into the site, and they're going to be able to get the
Designated
ultimate.
planter,
This becomes
though,
a
it
very
seems.
difficult scenario, especially with a pistol and a judge to try and get back through. Decent stun that will leave Zipan in a lot of trouble. Still haven't managed to clear him though. Just sat in this corner.
Damn, look at all
with
this
support
util, and they
from
didn't manage to get a
teammates.
kill off
He's
it.
managed to survive all that util for nothing.
Oh my god, he's been bombarded
It
with
is the support
everything.
that's coming
Oh,
through. Sagetsu, though,
Jesus, what are these
pleased with his
shots?
end. They have an idea that Zipan's here on the drop, though. They seem to
Nicely.
have forgotten, focused
Recovery.
elsewhere as the teammates come out as spawn
Low
to deal with
HPs.
them, and they're not doing
Damn,
it.
that's a
Zipan's
good
got 'em
recovery.
all.
Okay, they stabilized.
Clean
Nicely done
house
from
for
Zipan.
him. All 4 remaining players
There
dealt
was
with,
so
and
much
Navi,
util used as
they
Sands. I
continue
thought they were going to go a
extend
little
this
bit
lead.
earlier in
Look,
terms of
a
heaven.
great start to this map when BBL took that second round, but signs of
Yeah,
life
they
been
just
fading
didn't
ever
push
since
Sands.
then.
I didn't see what
Yeah,
full
that's the
util
thing,
was
though.
getting
It's
used at
the
heaven, but
individuals. Like, just a
definitely
huge
missed
round
their
coming out from
window
Zimbab.
at one
And
point.
that's the thing, they threw so much utility in his direction, but just from the little bit of support he had,
The other
they were unable to
person,
clear it.
Sand,
And I think
actually
they then just forget, they
made,
go, okay, well, we've
like
aftershock,
prevented them
we've
from
stunned,
coming
we've put
out
everything
at
there.
the
There's
main
no way
point
they're
as
still
well.
alive there with two
So the
players
two
here,
people in the
so
Sand did great. Obviously,
it's
they
just
found
an
all the kills.
oversight in the end from BBL, had the right idea. And
Okay,
managed
it's
to
still
make things, again,
get a
very, very
buyout, and okay, I
costly.
was wondering
And
what
they'll
this
come
was
back
going to
up
be,
with
but
another
they're just
purchase,
fans
and
of
they're
just
all
getting the
starting to
judge
come
out
online.
over
The thing
towards
is, though,
heaven, and I
so
think
are
that's
their
so fine.
opponents.
Utility just got
Brim
spotted coming
ult
up and
is
over to
out.
that Oracle
Kushner's
team.
one away.
Landed
I
right
mean,
in front of
this
Brave. He
everyone's
hasn't
one
popped the
away
smoke
basically.
just yet, though.
It's so
Maybe
close to being
you're
one
on
of the
way
craziest
around,
rounds in terms
okay,
of all the
it's buying him a
ults.
little bit extra time on that smoke
I'm a
rotation
little bit
coming in
worried
from
about
QD
this
as
judge,
well.
but
Just one
they
away
might
from a
expect it if they
showstopper.
looked at the money.
This round could very quickly spiral out of control, not to mention Brave having his orbital strike. Here comes the TP. It's going to move in behind the Viper wall. A safe corner for CNED to play on.
That's
It's
kind of
quite
nice.
out. They're shooting at it. They're not grabbing anything. Brave was
Yeah, they
finding
still
the
don't
double,
know about
but
this,
now
and there were
look
two
who's all
people here.
alone. It's
Okay, well,
Aslan.
now
They
they
know
know.
where he is. They know he's got a judge as well. I didn't think they'd go pushing him, but Angel had other ideas. They blitzed him from inside, took him out, left
They
no
really just went for him
opportunity
on this one.
for any sort of fallback, any sort of safe haven.
So yeah, it was nice from
BBL
Navi. I
only
liked
have Turco to
the,
try and
again, just
clutch
look at
this
their
out.
wall, this little
Might have his
alcove,
rolling thunder if he gets a
right,
kill,
and just
but
blocking
that
off the
is
vision
a
of this with
a
their
long
wall
shot.
so that he can
Yeah,
TP
he had
into
the
there.
spike.
That's kind
That
of
was the
cool.
reason they were challenging him.
That's
The second
that's
time
pretty
we've
much the
seen
first
Navi
good
maybe
thing we've
just leave
seen
that
from
one
it, for
behind.
sure. That was
We'll
cool.
see if they eventually end up getting punished for it. 'Cause they managed
Killjoy
to
not
sort of skate their
having
way through over the last
full
couple of
money and
rounds,
not
but
having some
that's the
util
thing,
might
they
have
seem to,
cost
a lot
them
of what I'm enjoying
something
actually
here,
comes
but
off of Sagetsu's
I don't know.
utility. Like, because he's managing to just make a lot of these battles awkward by having like snakebite lineups for tower and just making sure that there's no retreat for these players battling forward. And even though Brave actually does a fantastic job of getting two before going down, it's still just some
Yeah,
of those
just turret
positions
on
that
that
they're
one.
ult to take while all of this chaos is going on. It kind
No
of
ult
works out
use
in
though.
their favor.
No ult use, Navi
Thriving
fully in
chaos
control,
is
especially with the
nothing new
economy.
accolade for someone
Yeah,
like
this
Angel,
is
that's
nice.
for
They must
sure.
have
This
looked
man
into how they like to play,
manufactures
and they
on a
like to
daily
duel a lot from
basis.
this. So
As we
I'm
move
liking
into round number 6,
I'm liking the approach at
there's
the
certainly
moment.
quite a
Early
chaotic
stack from
round ahead of them
BBL.
potentially. 4 ultis online. BBL have a ton to work with, a ton of
5
responses,
Sheriff
but
BBL wins.
they're not going to be keen to put those out, at least most likely. Just with the pistols to back them up, they kind of need a reason, an excuse.
Yeah, looks like
to
BBL
fire
must go
something like
hunting
that.
here a lot with how they're
Comes the
playing.
decoy, going to be flashing up. TP not yet used. Here it comes though. Flash out, gate crash in. He's blinded himself, timing off a little bit, but it's got them the space. And now the site should be theirs. That said, they've lost Xiao on the cross. I mean, was that a blind fire from just miles away with a Sheriff? You don't get those all too often. And a good nade as well.
It's a nice
This could
nade.
get dangerous.
Damn, okay, cleaned
Well,
up here.
Yeah,
Definitely
CNED's
cleaned
just
up in
cleaning
this
things
one.
up. Again, a lot of it
Sure,
just
they
seems
got
like,
into sight with it.
especially in this round, he's just able to farm up some of those kills. Already had his ult online.
It was
so
just
it's
an
not gonna
eco.
have
I
a
don't want to look
massive
into that one too
difference
much.
to
Right, BBL
anything there,
really needs
but
to
they
use some of
managed
these
to sort of
ults.
rectify things. And
Like,
again, the
you
issue I'm
can't,
finding
you
with
can't
BBL
keep having
is
these.
it almost seems like they're waiting for Navi to execute onto them. And that for me is such a dangerous prospect when you're on a map like Fracture. Like, the amount of times there just hasn't been any map control fought for. You can't allow a team to just, especially a team that's running a competition.
No, they definitely prepped
that
something
ultimately
over
allows
towards
them
B.
to
We really
use
saw
huge
the thing
amounts
over
of
towards
space,
Sands that
the
they did
likes
with
of
a hit.
YORU, clear
And that
things
wasn't
out
too
with the
bad,
likes
right?
of a
Pressure over
FaZe.
towards
Like,
here.
it's just
I
becoming
cleared
too
this
easy for them
out.
to do anything.
Instant
Okay,
pressure
it's a
and then
complete
push down.
change of
Oh boy,
pace.
this is the
Like,
spike.
you have a round
This
where
is spike.
basically you
This is
stay
huge.
completely passive, and this time they fight all the way towards the spawn.
Xiao's managed to
Yeah,
catch
you can
someone
keep
north
going
side,
on
but
this.
it's a spike down. That's a problem. Showstopper even committed. Cutie really
Damn,
doesn't want to
nicely
leave
played
this
on this
round
one.
behind, and
Yeah, the
BBL,
fade's
well,
just a
they're
little bit
committing
caught out
as
with that
full
one with
as
the
they can
spike.
now. One downside, Xiao's got his ult.
Yeah, and they wanted to.
He can
I
actually
mean, the
recover
ults were
that
good.
spike.
I said I wanted to see some ults
Potential.
from BBL, and
See
we
him make his way up
definitely
here,
got them.
But he also needs a foothold to bring that spike to, and right now, no sight control, nothing for him.
But the fact that
It was a good push. It was a very
Aslan
good push, yeah.
makes me think that they're aware of this.
It was nice. Breach ult on this map is
Kushner
just,
also looking to fight forward. Might give him a
I
chance.
swear it's insane.
Actually, could give him a chance to turn this into a 1v3.
It's very
I don't
good
think Shaw's gonna
for
be expecting anybody to get
anywhere
this
over
close.
towards this
He's
side of the map.
crossed
Like,
the
this is
second
this
before.
is for sure the main place that you see it if they're like you're gonna
Never
go
mind. No, he
super
didn't check it. I think
No,
he
he
just
was
got
looking the other
super
way.
aggro.
Yeah, that was just
Nice
him
change
walking
up from
back to
BBL
the
as
zone.
well, 'cause they haven't been
Grenade
too
went off in his
proactive,
pocket. He wasn't
really.
shooting. Don't worry about that. 5-2. Yeah, look, BBL, they pick up a round, but we need to see a little more from
Nice for their economy
Obviously
as
on
well.
the back of a rolling Rolling Thunder
Chat, there's only
showstopper
one
committed
gun
early.
rebuy, right?
Unable
Or was
to
it
drop
two?
the
I didn't
spike. You know,
fully look.
that was not a repeatable round, but certainly
I'll check
want
the
to get
money
you back
afterwards,
on the
it's
board.
fine.
Yeah, and I think that maybe starting to have that realization of, okay, we can't just allow them to have this map control. We've got to start fighting.
Yeah, only
for it.
one
We've got to
gun
start putting
rebuy,
the
so that's really
pressure
good for
on.
them.
They're going to do it again.
Still got
Players
so
they
many
have
ults.
building up over
Okay, and
towards
they're
Dish.
really going
4
aggro
getting
again.
ready to make that move
4-person
forward.
push
This
Dish.
is a
Let's
pretty
check the
bold
reaction
play.
because
I
they get
don't know if
early
this is a
info with the
read,
camera.
and especially they're walking straight into a cam. So I'm pretty
Okay, the
sure
reaction is to
if
not take it,
Angels
but they just
actually
go and
manage to
take
see that many
Insta
players,
Arcade.
they could just go
So this
executing
Brim
into
is
this B
just playing
side.
straight up retake. We have got good ults with the retake, so they definitely got something planned with these.
With 4
And if
players
you looked at
making
it,
way, these guys are
Oh,
going back to
no.
watch it. I don't think they have an
Damn.
iota of how many of the other side
Yeah, they
were
only
sat
see
there
one with
waiting.
this.
Zip
But why
and
would a
look,
Killjoy push on his own?
hiding in the corner is not a bad idea a lot of the time.
Nice
There's so many
bait-in.
players coming. He needs the distraction, and it
Huge
was there.
bait-in.
Firing away from down below, but he's only got the one for his trouble, and here comes an orbital strike.
Wow, nice util. CNED managed to
He
get
just
one though.
accepted his fate there. There was nothing to be done.
Yeah, CNED actually, I think, just using the dimensional drift to get out of there. Take some map control back for the rest of the team. Now they do actually have, this time, the Viper screen available to cross in towards the site. Rotation coming through for Brave. He's definitely going to hear the step, try to spam with the Vandal. Almost takes out Shao.
Yeah, some dirty damage.
A chance to give them an advantage, and while Turco does get faked out.
Viper
so
ult goes down.
he'll be
They
sat
plant
back.
inside the Viper
Viper's
ult.
pit down. This is not
Oh,
going to be an
it's-
easy retake.
Oh, it's
Dimensional drift
disgusting.
and
Look
hit.
at
I
that.
mean, already been a pretty
30
expensive
seconds
round, but I mean, they can be thankful that Brave used his ulti. An orbital strike online.
It's a
down
lot of
could
low
cause some
HPs. The
serious
fade
problems,
ult as
but
well. If they
instead
time this
now
right
have
with
a
the
great
AoE
angle
fade
to
ult,
play off.
going low,
Spike
spamming and
being
pushing in.
planted, and they're gonna try to
Yep,
deny
there
it.
we
They've
go.
done exactly that,
That's the
and
big
that's
kill
a
they
hit
needed.
down. Only a couple of
Damn,
seconds
they
left.
did
Look who's
really good.
behind them. A great angle from CNET. The time here to issue the
Doesn't
spike
have the
behind.
spike
He is
though.
out
Sure,
to
the
try and
TP was
save
nice.
both players that
No
were
spike
remaining
for
were
this
on
one.
the screen there, Tom. He
Yeah.
had a chance, but it's just a little too much to expect from him.
Yeah, it would have been the most CNED thing ever to just
It
somehow
would.
manage to win that round, but
That was cool
just
from
perfect. The
BBL.
Nightfall
They
that
really
was
used the
utilised there
damage
from
of this
Suchny,
well, right? They handled it
captures every
very,
single
very
player.
well.
So
Did
then
the
they
Tether
know
go in
exactly
as
where the
well to
plant's
do an
coming
extra
through.
bit?
They
Either
know
way,
exactly
they
where
chunked
the
them
remainder
down the
are.
minus 80 AoE.
And all it really took
was
was
huge.
that little
The
bit of
actual
extra spam.
util
I do
and
think
their
if you're
ideas
Zip
with the
Man here, you're
ult
just
from
sat there
BBL
going,
is great.
Come on, screw you guys. You've
Oh.
aftershot me, stunned me, and utilized that.
That spray from Brave, you know, I thought at first.
There's a Tether there as well.
maybe
Yeah,
when
they did
put
so
out that
good here. Just
Nightfall,
everyone was just one
that
body
the
shot away.
trail had sort of given
So
it
I like how
away
they
for the
handled
player
this.
Who got the kill, that maybe he could see
My
it
worry
going
is
into
when
the pit
BBL don't
and
have
thought, oh,
ults
it's being
really.
planted
And
somewhere over there, but that was truly
after
just
this
blind
one's used,
fire
that's a lot of them.
that landed, took down the pit, took down the planter,
Angels just
and
checking.
changed the round entirely. I mean, if he doesn't hit even one of those, that last bullet, who knows how that one ends up.
So in
BBL
terms of them shutting down B quite a
come out
lot,
on top.
they
close
now
in the
stack over
distance.
towards
Now,
A,
they
and
look
Killjoy's
for a
just
fight
getting
on A,
information.
3 players up close, and look how passive their B
It's
play
looking
is.
like
They're
they're
just
just
sat
so
back
fine
with
to just use a
Killjoy
Killjoy
until
ult
they
here to just
It's
retake.
not
So
often you see this sort of approach, and when you do, it's often because they have
YORU
something
10
like
to
a
5.
Thunder,
I mean, it
Showstopper,
had a nice
Rockdown,
round.
want it locked down exactly,
This
want to stay
the
way
TP
off
in
the
here
site.
was very nice.
That seems to be the
The
plan.
flash over towards site to get
Lockdown
space on the
retake.
other round was okay.
Not really going to be anything on the other side to be able to destroy it either, so especially if they can reclaim under. That'll make things quite a bit easier. Again, we're seeing this 3-man push. I
Timing
like
here
this
could
from
be
BBL.
crazy.
They adapted. The first 5 rounds, they were super passive, waiting for these pushes to
Felt
come
like he had
through.
something.
Now,
Oh,
they don't
boss
expect
man.
Angel to be here, but even still, a 1-for-1 trade. And now the
Yeah,
rest of Navi, they
really
kinda have
did
to
not
get a move
expect
on
him to
'cause
be
they are
there
being
after that.
crunched on.
Okay, still have the ult for the retake. They got the trade. Shao's low HP, but I
Oh,
don't
sneaky
think
play.
they know about it.
30 seconds left.
Just watching Zipan for a
Ult goes
moment.
in. Are they going to try and
Sticking
push
around
this?
behind, trying to catch someone, making their way in late, but they haven't called Cutie. That angle, that timing, perfect. They've gone through the smoke at just the right time. No,
CNED.
CNED ends up, missing it by a
Oh
bullet.
my goodness.
So close, but
It was so close, but
well,
only
he's in
he's
a lot of
hitting.
trouble now. They're trying to find him. He's not gonna get a weapon.
Holy
out.
hell.
Surely that was a little too close.
Oh my god, I thought
We
that
come
was
back to a 2v2. A
nice shot
from
from
Shao
Shao
puts
to
them ahead,
secure
and
this
they've spotted
potentially.
Cutie. They
This one's
know
pretty
where
hard.
he is, and defusing this, it should be difficult. The time on their side, and it's not even being stuck. A double swing, but he's got
Oh
it.
my, he played it so
Cutie
well.
lands it
Again,
for
Plant was planted out a little bit,
BBL
got the
should not
furthest
have gotten
angle, so
away
once they
with
did
that
go for the
round,
commit
but
swing,
their
he has the best
savior
chance to
here at
kill
the
them,
last
even if they
second.
went for the jump peak. So
A clutch, a Red Bull
he
clutch
played
at
it.
that.
He played it
And
really
this
well.
game is still anyone's.
Damn, that was so
That's
close
absurd.
from
That's one
CNED
of those
killing
plays
the
from
ult here.
Navi where you go, you did the right thing. Like, you swing him together, and he just manages to correct the spray enough to land the shots. I've actually been enjoying seeing it.
Yeah, he tapped. He tapped, but it was a while ago. They peaked it, like, honestly, they peaked pretty late.
To just pull off on this YORU. He's been
like,
so
they peaked really late. If it's 7 to defuse, I reckon they peaked at, like, 6, maybe.
And that was that whole round. It came down to the finest of margins. But BBL are starting to bring this one back, and no matter what we say about like sort of Navi going into this map choice, Mitch, okay, you're gonna have yourself the YORU.
From BBL are cracked players. They're getting their improvements been pretty nice. Like both of these teams, their improvements been pretty nice.
Now maybe on defense, Cened's gonna be
And again, they kind of have to perform in my eyes because there is so much Turkish talent just waiting to replace every single one of them. So they should be, yeah, they should feel pretty motivated to play and do good.
That's fair. That is fair.
But
Obviously,
I'm telling you, BBL when they have ults look incredible. But it's maybe the rounds where they don't have ults, where the plan, or maybe where they feels like they get outcalled a little bit.
Reality is, I did not think it would be this close with Navi winning out that pistol, getting that early, or yeah, it was the pistol, yeah, and then it
Oh, they're doing great. Yeah, like the improvement from all the kind of mid, bottom tier, or at least what we predicted as mid, bottom tier EMEA teams are kind of doing great.
The arc I thought that this story was going on, Navi running away with the game is very much the storyline that I subscribe to.
Especially after Zipan gets like the
Isn't just a
4K,
VCT,
like the 1v2 clutch, like a lot of the rounds that Navi have won have actually.
Okay, I goes in again, doesn't see anyone.
Like that last one did. I feel like the scoreline's actually reasonably fair, especially since BBL have started to challenge. Like, that's been the main thing. When they were playing super passive, I was thinking this game is over. Like, it just didn't look like a team that knew what they were doing on this map, but they've adapted. They've started to fight for control. They've started to make a lot of these executions a lot more awkward. I think
I'm nervous for this TP. The ult, the TP, the flash on top as well. Okay, kind of good. Kind of sick, to be fair. So they ulted it, they couldn't hear him, TP next to it, and he had his own flash. So actually, this one was really sick. Okay, we've got 3 good rounds so far. That's pretty good, to be honest. 3 rounds out of 10.
Nice game plan there for Navi, and I think some of those ideas are always great to look at. When they swap over to the defensive side, it's not as easy to set those sort of things up. Like you're saying, this is where the value, I think, can be found for Navi on this attack, and rounds like that definitely underline it.
But that was always the coolest things about teams like PaperX when they ran like a YORU on Bind. It was...
I like this round, though. I really did like this round. I think BBL might start to prioritize a bit of dish control.
Which would be
with how some of this is going, but they got a little bit unlucky with their calling here, right? 3-2, and then just took a bit of a gamble over towards us. But this was a cool round. Very, very cool round.
We're then going to have a flash that pops in the player's face as they try to turn away. So
yeah, the fatal to take away the sound as well. Flash is perfect.
And then Cened, you're going to TP in to an angle that he's not going to check.
Yeah, that's going to, like, first time, if you're not used to that and you haven't seen it before, that's going to work every time. Doesn't matter what team you are, I swear that you're always going to get kill. Look at it. Because a lot of times you're running away as well from the fate. That was sick. I like this. That was really cool.
I'll turn around. Now I'm hit by Nightfall. I'm blinded.
Yeah.
Shot in the side of the head by a guy who shouldn't have been behind that box.
You're getting so wrecked.
Well, gate crash. That's how. You know,
I goes in again. They are taking a lot of free map control here, but in the same time, at least they are holding over towards A main. They go aggro again. It's gonna be weird. Weird duel.
We didn't even ask you for a number. You know, that was your own volition. Look at this hold. This is dangerous. 2 players on the firing squad. But
Flash was great. Yeah, Flash was great in this. Reaction is.
No, he's been imperative in their aggressive setups, and Cened going to be taking that space onto the back of A side. Xiao as well has managed to find another opener, and the thing is, with the lurk coming through from Angel,
damn, they're actually going over towards B.
Going back in the other direction. Xiao actually has his TP as well.
The Razor's seen it. Razor's seen the TP as well.
They're leaving the TP all the way through, but they've spotted it. I mean, Cutie is fully aware that that is
that's another route.
A possible play. And exactly, look at where Cutie.
Yeah, so they shot the once they saw and shot the Killjoy util, then we have the Omen going back in also. Again, just a big fan of Angel's mid-rounding.
At this stage, but instead they've been waiting the entire time to make this play, get that spike onto the site. Double shrouded step, and here we go. Cutie is close with the showstopper, but I don't see him blind firing. They do know he's in the corner though. That might be the
oh, it's nice.
He's taking damage. He's gonna go down.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Huge. And then with this showstopper,
Razor as well to potentially get a 1-for-1
for them to get back into this one. Cened knowing that, okay, I need to try and play that a little bit more aggressive. Counter flash out to try and buy them a little bit of time, but both are now completely committed to main.
Whoa.
He really thought they'd be close on that one.
Okay, it doesn't even matter. Recovered with the shots. I guess they at least knew where they had to be holding after that, so not too bad. Nice retake from them.
All in all, this is a solid half for them again. Lost the pistol, went
Sure.
5-1
I like
down.
every time
And
they've
this is
been
the map that we
proactive,
very
it
much
looks like
said
it's
they're
paying
dead
off
in
for
the water
BBL.
when it comes to. They needed Ascent if they were to push to map 3, but BBL are contesting that theory.
But this is the cool thing. They've clearly got a lot of set plays of their own, which I think have been imperative for them being able to deny Navi the ability to go for their set plays. Because that's the thing with this competition.
The Yoru? The Yoru's been
cool
looking
ideas,
fine.
but
The Yoru's been
ultimately,
looking
if a team
absolutely
can
fine.
disrupt those
At
and
least
stop
we've
you
seen
from
some
doing
good
them in
stuff
the
with
first
it.
place, then it kind of falls flat on its face. And that's what BBL have done over the last like 5 or 6 rounds.
So they're just going to use it on
great work from
defense,
them. Again, they're going to be
hopping.
challenging for the extreme.
Like, where do we reckon we can hold here, I guess?
Free kill.
I don't know, we'll see.
Execution going for the orb?
I would hope
Surely not. It must have been Turco, right? Because Execution is so far away from himself.
So ulti right
I think they
through,
didn't
and
know
this is an
where
ambitious
everyone
play,
was.
to say the least. He doesn't know there's a player beside him.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a disaster. Unlucky for CNET. You got to look both ways before crossing that street, and BBL left them as roadkill.
They're really trying to use the
something to work with later, but
the util of the defense.
There's
like
nowhere
all
he
the
can
time.
go, except backwards.
But
And
those
even then,
players,
you
when
turtle
they
up, you're gonna
when they
lose
work,
that
they're
fight. They
incredible.
need
When
some
they
ground to
don't
fight
work,
for
you
and to
look.
fight with, and it's just not coming their way.
Yeah,
BBL
there's egg on the face for sure.
storming into the site, winning every fight, and Xiao's got to clutch it out. No flash for him here. And that's all she wrote.
Okay,
6
this
to
was pretty
6 at
nice.
halftime. An impressive
pretty
display
nice.
from BBL, it has to be said.
Yeah, it was a
Great
good
recovery.
comeback from BBL.
Great recovery after what was an incredibly shaky start. We start to see just them sort of group up, start challenging.
I'm
for
excited
lots
to
of
see
different
how
ground
this looks on
control,
defense, because
and
I have no
basically
idea.
just
Again, I think they're
catch
honestly
Navi
going to
off
be
guard
upping with it,
multiple times. Like, the
but I
amount of
just
sort
don't know
of
how much.
Stun aftershock plays. I think although like currently middle of the pack in terms of the scoreboard, Toko has been incredible. Like the amount of times you've just watched that his utility has been a difference.
Yeah, it was a nice
in these
attempt.
rounds.
It's just the fact that Omen Flash
Really
didn't hit
impressed
everyone
with
else,
what
right?
he's been able to do.
Just sending him in.
And honestly, I think Navi also had a lot of cool ideas. I think in a lot of the early rounds, just how aggressive CNET actually was, even if he wasn't using his utility and was just running through smokes and taking fights, I think that was something that BBL had to adapt to. But they did. And that's the thing that's great about this, because you normally look at BBL.
What are my
especially going
thoughts
into
of
a
Yoru
fracture
on
and
an
go,
Oppa?
okay,
It's good on
if their
certain
initial plan
maps.
goes wrong,
Like, it's
they're
definitely good
screwed.
on
Like, this is
certain
gonna fall
maps.
apart.
It's
But that wasn't
not
the case.
great on
I
a
don't
lot of
even know
maps,
if they
though.
necessarily took a pause.
I like it
think
on
was just
Pearl.
like,
I think there's a
okay,
lot of
we
positions
know
where you
what
can
we
kind
need
of
to be doing
just...
now. Let's
Basically, you
go
need
back
to
to
be...
our
There
game
needs to be
plan.
multiple positions where you can get a one and done, and then tuck into somewhere safe, and then TP out. Right, so Pearl over towards B is like the most perfect situation, right? The little... The alcove over towards B main, right? This is the little...
You could see the discipline was there. You could see the level of play
You
elevated
get what I mean.
far beyond what it had been at before. And when you're in these
So yeah,
scenarios where
potentially on this map it's not too bad. In theory, like Bind, it is kind of alright with it as well.
This is where that discipline and that structure
Right, in terms
is
of
so
just think
important,
showers.
to pivot,
Right, over
to
towards
make
showers, you
adjustments
have that corner
in the
over
game
towards long B,
when
you
have
have that
a
corner as well where the
chaotic gameplay is
TP's to your
very, very
right.
difficult.
So you
For
got
the
to think of
majority
those
teams,
kind
for the
of
majority
areas
IGLs,
where like you get a
fixing
one,
something
you
that
tuck
isn't
in, you
already
TP away.
a clear, concise system,
Godwana, thank you so much,
very
dude, with the
difficult to
prime.
make those small adjustments.
Like
But with
again,
BBL
it's a
being
good
as
tier
refined as
2
they are right
agent
now,
for opping.
They can focus on just fixing issues that are developing on site, that are happening because their opponent is causing them, as opposed to spending the whole time trying to get on the same page desperately and just looking messy.
Yeah, I like
look
Yoru
better,
on Pearl.
and it's showing here in this score.
It's maybe
Neck
not
and
the
neck at
best to
halftime,
spam.
already
The
they're
thing
gonna
is,
have
the
their
Yoru on
heads
Pearl
held
just
high,
looks
and
better
now
on
they move to the
defense, in my
attack side.
opinion,
The
which
only
is,
difference with
again,
this map and
nuts.
some of the others,
I think you lose
normally,
a good
this is
amount
where they could
on
feel more comfortable
attack,
from the extent that Navi
especially
would be
with
on the
teams that
defense.
just like to
But on
spam
this
B,
map,
but
you tend to take the
you can do
first
some
step
cool
forward
stuff
a
with
little
it.
bit more often on that defensive
think-
side. You can still innovate and set the pace.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing is going to be like you've got both a Cypher and a Viper available, so you can play these sort of more passive holds from Navi. So I'm going to be interested to see how they sort of balance that out with the fact
Alright,
that they have a...
we get into the
Yoru
pistol
effect.
rounds.
'Cause, like,
Heavy
you can also
priority
just
for
play the
guns
one ways on the
again
back
for
of
Navi.
Shao and really delay a lot of these pushes, but you can't really play passive with the Yoru. It doesn't work.
Oh,
No, it's not something that
okay.
you'll see all too often.
Early
Even just for the
underpass,
quicker
TP's
TPs,
here,
you
so
spot info
at least
and,
one
hey,
of them
nobody
can
there,
get
your
out. So
TPs are on B side,
are they wanting to
those
like
sort of
bait
things.
with the Yoru and then...
It is just more common
There's
to see
two?
the aggression.
Oh my
That's
god, they're
why we're
both
seeing
pushing?
CNET push
Oh my god,
all
one's
the way down
pushing?
under, had
Oh, this
support
is nuts.
from Xiao
This
for
could
a
work
moment,
great.
But now it's just going to be him taking this fight against 3 and the TP not quite as quick as Chamber. Unfortunately, he's caught.
It's okay,
in the
we'll
animation
ignore it,
and
we'll go
stunned.
forward.
On to Xiao. Does Aslan want to contest? No. He gives it up.
managing to use the
They
Viper
wanted to
screen,
kind of
use an
like
escape,
play it
leaving
safe, and then he got a
Single
little bit
on the
unlucky with the
other side, Xiao,
timing, but
as
then he's
clean
been
as
like
ever.
conditioned to play it safe, so he
Give
didn't
them
want to
another
stick
kill,
around.
another advantage
So yeah,
on
it's a
this
little bit
second pistol
unlucky.
round, and the rest of the team, at least on the attack, starting to try and
Nice
build back up
recovery
to
though
still
from
hit into this
Sugetsu,
B
fair
side,
play.
but they are
All they
losing
need in these
individual
pistol rounds,
fights.
it
This is
seems,
an
is for
optimistic
CNED
battle to
to
take.
go
Come
down
on.
fast,
Maybe a little over
and then they
optimistic.
just clean
Yeah,
it
it
all
had to
up.
be timing there, like while he swings out to watch
That's
Arcade
exactly
or
what happened on
something,
the fast pistol.
Sugetsu was staring straight at the angle, ready for it. Looks like another pistol loss for BBL. Brave
Damn, he
gonna
did
have
the
to put on his
reverse. You know
brave
when I
face
was
for a
talking about
1v4.
swinging into
First
smoke so you
already
gun
under
away?
his
Did you
belt,
do the
but
reverse? That's
no
kind of
more to
cool.
be found. That's Navi with
Did it when
another
he was
pistol round.
exiting
We've
smoke.
said it a million times. You win both pistols on a map, you usually win the map. But a little different here with how close it's ended up being.
If you win both pistols on a map, your opponent doesn't play. Then I think you should definitely
2-0 in
close
terms
out
of
the map.
pistols, yeah.
But yeah, that was the thing. It was actually the later half that BBL actually came back and started winning. So it is possible that they build into this one again. We're actually seeing
Okay,
3 Bulldogs.
2-0 in terms of pistols, altogether
I'm not sure how I
3-1.
feel about that. I feel a little bit dirty. Like it's just like I feel like I need a wash after seeing.
What
3
chances
Bulldogs
we
in
see
3
Reina?
pistols.
It's a powerful buy, I think,
I
when
mean,
you combine
not
it with
that
some
high
of the utility
at all.
that can be in play. But I mean, even looking at Angel in this one, right?
Oh,
What
not
bad?
like this
What bad,
again.
bro? Sorry, you were looking at
No,
Angel. What
So
did
you
wanna
know
look
that
at
they normally
Angel?
go for this kind of
Yeah,
buy
you're saying
on
Angel and
attack.
looking at him.
A
Yeah,
lot
I
of
thought,
teams
you know,
have
really important
stepped
to have his
away
traps
from trying to
online.
do this
You
kind
know,
of buy
good
on
thing
attack
he,
where you're trying to
yeah,
prioritize
he
your
had all that
bonus.
utility invested into
Because it's a little bit
Yeah.
harder to trade out on
So
the
what
defense,
bit
right? You
of
can't
Angel's
have
utility
safety in
should I be
numbers.
looking at?
the trap. You can see it
So
there on the wall.
we'll
It's
see if it
actually,
comes
it
back
was
to bite
holding
them.
the info as they
Okay,
push up, but
that's cool.
He's
yeah,
not
it's
going
doing
far
that
enough of it
anymore.
yet, and they wouldn't have appeared on radar.
Unfortunately, a little unlucky on the timing, but you know, these things happen. BBL.
They at least
Got
managed
the
to pick
man
up the gun.
advantage. The Bulldog has been picked up though, similar to what we saw in the
Yeah,
previous
and as we
map.
can
If you lose a
see,
player early
they
in this,
heavy
sure, it's a
rotated,
rifle
so they
down,
realized that they need to
but
get
then one of your
control.
pistols just picks that
How
up and
long
you're
is
right back
Aslan
down
going to
square
hold
one.
this?
See, this is.
Ah, that's so unlucky. That's crazy unlucky.
Like it's almost like it's in reverse.
But the good news for him is if he goes a little bit further, he will get info from the turret once they walk past it.
It's completely clear.
They're both attacking A. Both
Yeah.
teams are attacking A right now.
30 seconds left.
Now, getting past this turret is not going to be easy. I think they were maybe hoping that there'd be some sort of gap. Space going to be taken by
Oh,
Q
smoke
Shot.
gets
Not
called.
gonna have too
Smoke
many
goes in.
problems getting
Is
the
there a gap on the
plant,
right?
so there was a
Looking
moment
like
there
it's a
for
pretty good
Xiao.
smoke.
But yeah, I still just feel like retaking with Bulldog's going to be a problem.
Honestly,
actually
they get the
smoked off
info for
turret.
just one death. I think that's
Smart
not too
play.
bad.
Decoy going out, but it's not even spotted. Look, these players are turtled up on the side. They don't have space to fight from nade.
Oh.
Decent. Turco's just gotten a double.
Oh,
Excuse
okay.
me.
Cena
CNED
went for a
saving
play
them
on
somewhat,
site as
but This has
well.
gotten a little bit too close for comfort. Turco looking to work his magic yet again. He's not able to land the fight just
Oh,
yet, and
unlucky,
in the end,
nice.
it will not go his way.
He had a good
But one hell of a
understanding
fight
of
from
what he
that
could get
man,
away
and
with
from
here.
BBL.
Made a
Good
good try of
damage,
this.
but because
It's
of the
definitely
buy
a nice
that's come
try.
in,
Hit
3
some
kills
shots over
only
towards short.
translates to one
Good
Bulldog
damage
lost,
done, but
which,
there's two
yeah,
people that
they'll
can
buy
buy guns on
rifle.
top of
that's the
it,
real
so
sting
they at least got
of
rid
that
of
round.
one
Even though
rifle.
it feels like you made it super close, the impact isn't there.
Yeah.
Was it
and now
Turco
it
on
basically
the
comes down
first
to
one who got
BBL to
multiple
face off
on
against
the eco as
almost
well?
a
I can't
full
remember.
buy. And if you lose this round, Navi are just going to springboard straight
actual
into it.
full
So that's the thing.
Damn,
that
yeah,
makes
they
this
actually
one
got
that little
saved
bit
by
more
the
awkward.
crazy,
It definitely is a Logitech power round
by the
because
crazy YORU
if
play.
Navi get this one over the line, they could basically just run away with this half. So still, Turco doing a lot of damage. It seems to be the maestro of those second rounds. By the looks
Bonus
of it,
is
they
still
might be
pretty
able
good,
to pick up the pace a
even
little
though they
bit
lost
towards
one,
this B
so.
side early, but already just being hit by a bucket load of utility in the early stages of the round.
Yeah, the stopping power from Navi over here is certainly strong, and I think their
4-1.
disruption as well with CNED floating around. There's so many
4-1.
problems to consider for BBL, and right away,
Arcade
they're running
control.
into that utility, they take the
Pretty much
orb, they pump the brakes. Now, they haven't gone back yet. They're holding
Broadcast
for a
louder. I
keep.
can just move my mic
Maybe looking for
down
this
a bit.
team to
I think it was up
take
quite a
that
lot.
Control, right? You haven't seen anybody for 20, 30 seconds, and that's when you'll start to make your way forward. What's coming their way is a decoy, and I think they're still going to shoot it just
Wait,
off
they had
instinct,
both?
just for precaution.
Yeah, they had two
You've
gunshots.
seen that half a second window to adjust his aim, and you are done.
Good
But
info
with
trip.
that, you know,
Good
this
kill
is
trip.
great information for Navi.
Yeah,
They
we
put
just
out
got
that
info,
decoy, they see there's still
info,
players there, and I
info.
think at this point they've got a good read on what's going on.
And then we get to the 50-second mark, and they decide to be proactive.
Pick up the orb on one side, go back over to the
Yeah,
other side.
they face this, no one
That
here,
orb for the orb
and
to
then
strike
let's
it.
see what the rotate's
Then that
like.
can take
How
an
many
awful lot of
people
space.
go
And actually,
towards
look
it.
where Angel
Eye
is.
goes in as well,
He's
no
just
one shot
given
the
up the
eye,
site. I think
so they cleared
realizing
close here,
how
and they cleared Arcade.
To come in. And after setting up his teammate to take the space, Navi are having to play this
Still the
full
kill drop
retake.
on site.
Yeah, conceding it completely, actually. You know, for a second, I saw CNED go for the fight on site, catch them coming out of drop, but they decide instead that it's towards
Wait, it's
A
up
main, they
there?
gotta take it. The TP, oh.
Oh, it's the one to stop you from going like this. They looked at the pathing on
Now it's time
attack,
to make their way
and it's
towards
the one
site.
from
Flashes
Dish.
have been good to keep them off the angles, but
Damn
when the duels
nice.
come in, they go BBL's
Damn,
way.
nicely handled from BBL. Yeah, it's a trick to stop their pathing like this, right, when you go over towards site with the double satchel of the race. So definitely done some good anti into this, potentially. Well, it didn't pay off this round, but at least there's some anti. Maybe we don't call it good yet.
Were sublime. Like you saw pretty much everybody peeking in towards main get caught by the initial YORU flash. Then you also had, I think, a paranoia coming through, which catches half the team as well. They're just not able to capitalize. And then at that point, it comes down to raw individual fights. And I think you're going to bank on BBL the majority of the time it comes down to that.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, when you go in and try to
Yeah, it's
grindle some
just going
Turkish
around,
players,
just trying
you
them
are
all out.
making a mistake.
Prowler goes
Majority
in,
of the times,
smoke here,
at least.
standard Navi way of holding
Overall
A
between
main.
them.
Where's the
And
TP
BBL,
of the
they might be
YORU?
trailing, but
Not
they're
out,
certainly
unless
starting to
I'm
pick up some
fully
steam.
missing
They're
it.
starting to look solid.
No, yeah,
Rifles
it's
in
not
play
out, he's
for
still got
Navi,
it.
though, could cause problems. The ultimate stronger for BBL, so the safety nets definitely looking good for this attack side. Starting to move their way towards the B side.
Okay, so
Again,
massive
Ancient's utility set up
attempt in
massively
terms
here.
of trying to
Hopefully it doesn't go down right away.
retake B. They know they're going to get smoked off, and they just have 3 attempts of trying to get kills through the smoke, right? Kill trip, and camera
Playing
pinging.
offsite again. I think
Let's see.
realizing
Let's see how many they get for it.
Nightfall available. Orbital strike, you don't want to be anywhere near that tower. It's going to connect onto absolutely no
There's
one.
one.
The trip
There's
is
one.
Perfect. Sagetsu gets one.
Still
free.
a kill
That's
trip,
pushing
still
it
a
down.
camera.
Man, you want to be losing early in this round. And with an
Okay,
opportunity to get
they
into
dealt
an
with it well. So
afterpart.
they got a kill at least.
Actually gonna get him.
Oh,
It's the snake bite and then
nice
spam
molly
coming through
and
from
a
Angel.
spam.
Doing so much in terms of damage, not getting the kills for it necessarily, but now they have to try and fight forward. Aslan looking like he's in no man's land, just looking to try and get something here. And Sagetsu get his third, fourth.
Damn, Sagetsu is killing everyone.
Ball on to Suchny.
Oh
you
my,
go.
let's see a
An ace
replay
in the
because that one's
Just
crazy.
unfathomable stuff out of this man, and that sends them into a 2-round lead. It also puts a lot of stress on BBL. They've committed their ultimates to that, quite a while now.
Yeah,
We've
that
seen
molly's
that
really,
orbital
really
strike be
nice.
held.
That I'll tell you
It
what,
was
that
thrown
whole
in for
setup
that
from
very
Navi
fight.
is
And
really
they had
nice.
some good positions as well to catch Navi off guard.
That's the thing, this round is a perfect example of Navi reading exactly what their opponents are going to do. Like, okay, you know they have Nightfall, let's stand in spots where no matter where they use this Nightfall, unless they put it straight into...
Yeah, this was very impressive. I see a lot of teams that have a similar setup, or at least the same idea as this setup, right, where you're trying to play off-site, especially against like Killjoys and stuff like that. But this one was pretty cool. 2 kill trips, camera, and then they had lineups for molly so they can spam as well in these areas, and everyone knows the sides to spam once they do it. So you have like, I mean, that's a lot of potential. That's like four things that can potentially get you a kill here through the smokes. So yeah, I really like that from Navi. That's actually a very cool setup.
BBL weren't able to spot that in time. They ran into the trap, and now that's going to be in the back of their mind. Their economy down low. Weaknesses starting to show.
They got 2 ults out of them as well, right? Fade ult.
Sitting pretty.
Oh man, that was a massive round.
Silva Viper's pit to work with as well. If things go awry, Xiao seems to be in a bit of trouble, and indeed taken down after just one. This could be scary. CNED throwing out some of his utility. The decoy spotted, but they're not going to destroy it. The flash is good, but nothing really. He got the one on the last bullet, but that trade puts Brave in with a chance to get that sight.
Opportunity for the spike, but he's going to need some support from
Nice
Aslan.
reaction from Navi to just take A main once they realized who everyone was. Yeah, this is hard. This play though, this play is huge. Oh, that's unlucky.
He has to basically catch them on the cross and hope that nobody goes through main because he doesn't have an angle on this spot whatsoever. He knows where the cam is.
Didn't get seen by it.
No one's crossed to the side just yet.
That's unlucky.
Anything on the cross.
Yeah, the guy inside does have to stay alive. Nicely handled from Navi though, right? Once they realize who everyone was, just instant information. Again, mid-rounding and just like basically the shot calls from Angel, in my opinion, is just what he's best at. It's been really good. Does that force them to eco? Maybe it's close.
But CNED's also got his as well. This starts to get really tough at Dimensional Drift. They can just grab them all that information, quicker rotations, and we've already seen CNET have quite a lot of success with those gate crashes. I think the again the
Fade on this map, it's
discomfort playing
good.
against the YORU is I
The
mean, it's
Prowlers
almost
actually work
unimaginable.
over towards
He
A
can
main a
be
lot of the time.
anywhere. If
Again,
there's
they're
a
just
gap
using
that's
a lot
left
of
for that teleport to
a
make
lot
it
of
by that gate
how,
crash, if it's not
and I
spotted on
think
the way
Navi
through,
pretty much invented this.
then you're
I'm
done.
pretty sure.
And we've
Like they
seen
were
it
one of the first
even
ones
when
to
it
not
was
use the
spotted.
breach because everyone was
They've
using the
seen
breach.
it
So this
planned
is
for
A
that to
main.
be the
Everyone's
case,
using the breach
that
and
they were
smoke
using
off.
it to fake them out, to drag
But
rotations.
they
Like,
managed to just do a
there's some
smoke and
smart
a
play behind
prowler all
this
the time.
utility,
And
BBL are
they basically
running
came
out
up
of
with a
time
good
come
way
up
to
with a
just stop
solution.
insta A main and have insta A
A
main control without a breach. So yeah, and it works for them well.
And the thing is, the rest of the team
I don't
is still
think
just going
they
strong.
enjoy
the
breach
timing of
that
some of the
much.
peaks they had there through the doors, Zipan getting a free kill, and then just basically
Do I
reading
prefer
exactly what
Sky
the
or
last play
Fade?
was. There seemed to be
It's
opportunities
like a
at
blanket
times, but
statement. I guess I
every
prefer
single
Sky,
time we've
but
seen
it's
Navi sort of
situational with
lean
maps,
into almost
etc.
playing these
I'm a
retakes,
big Sky
and
fan
every
though. I
single
think
time it
Sky is
seems to
like
be working out for them. BBL,
a flash.
they need
A
a
flash that gives
response,
you information
and again,
is
they're
insane.
very close to a lot of ults. This is where I expect
And
them
it
to play a bit of a
regens.
slower round,
It's
fight for those
Sky
ultimate
is
orbs, and then
incredible.
come back in with a pretty strong take onto the site.
Well, a few seconds remaining and
And the fact that the dog lasts so long,
so
like
close to a lot of these ultimates.
I think Sky's one
Plenty
of the best
orbs to be
agents
fought
personally.
for. The pace, though,
This is
different
nice
from
as well.
Navi.
I like the
The
idea of
blitz
this,
and
right?
the
Omen
front
flash
side spotting is
close.
clear.
As soon as it hits, you do the TP, and then you just swing. Right, that's actually a nice punish over towards Arcade. It was a cool run from Navi here. In terms of this one, BBL did buy, so important round for them. It feels like this is their last chance, to be honest with you.
At this point, there's not really an easy solution.
Yeah,
Maybe
cleared a lot of
an
Arcade,
cross. I mean, that's the
and they're going
one
to feel
place that
confident
they've
to
left
stack this a
kind
little
of
bit
open
heavy,
and
even though they have
move
this
up
ult.
into heaven.
How on earth are they going to
Outside
deal
of
with
that, they're
this?
sitting
Did they
pretty
pick
on
up the
this A
ult
site,
for
and that's
this?
exactly where BBL are making their way towards.
What's the breach ult like?
Opportunity here. Slight misread initially on the position, but instead he's going to drop the spike. He now has his Nightfall as well, so can make this even more awkward. Saigetsu just surviving within his Viper space, not going to get taken out.
Oh boy.
He holds the line, and now Cutie is the only one left.
Did they not
1 versus
have
5,
enough?
spike on the
Chat, why is
ground,
this not smoked?
40 seconds, and a miracle needed.
I mean, this would have to be the best round we've seen out of BBL, out of probably anyone to date. Surrounded and up against one of the best teams in the world. That's the expected outcome. 11-7. 2 more rounds.
2-9
now for
loss
Navi
bonus,
to walk
but
away with this series
they wanted to
2-0.
fight it. Nah,
Add
you don't want to
another
fight
loss to
it.
BBL's
I don't
track
think you want to fight
record.
that.
It's devastating when we consider how close they've been. Even in that Fnatic game, they could have won that series. 13-11, I believe, on the last map. And a
They
convincing ascent
prioritized
for them.
Vando and only had 2
BBL,
smokes.
Indeed, even here on Ascent.
That's a
could have been the
big
opportunity to
mistake for
push it
that
up
one.
all the way, but now
If
the
what you're
hardest
saying is
challenge for
true,
them,
that's
their opponent's
kind of
map,
cost
one
them
they
in my
haven't
mind.
played this year, and one that they're not looking too hot on just yet. Ultis to fall back on maybe, but Navi have just the same.
Especially when the ult's going over towards site. So you're leaving this
They're
as like
basically
your
playing for a
crossfire.
team. The weaponry that they've invested is not a heavy purchase. And also just look at the control that Navi have managed to take. They have altered their positions
Okay,
every single round. Like, you look at the take that's going for, I think
We've got a
BBL
hero
is going to
gun.
be confused. And Angel's position, Aslan just not checking
Oh
the
my.
flash gets
Oh god.
Angel
Oh
just
god.
takes the round
Oh
on his own.
jeez.
Suchny, the only one remaining,
Well,
Saigetsu
there he
putting him in
goes.
the dirt. But what an
Racking 'em up.
absurdity from Angel with that 4K. And well, if they weren't mentally checked out before,
Yeah, that's gotta hurt. 5
No.
chances to close this one
Yeah,
out.
that might
Again,
do it
double
for you.
pistol has
Also,
made
Angel's
this a
got the
little
girl
bit
theft,
easier
so
for them.
watch out. This round is...
that's why Kikuku's so excited.
Absolutely. Yeah, she sees that ult online. You know it's about to go crazy. 5 in a row needed for BBL here to get back into it. I really doesn't feel like a deserved scoreline. Again, looking at the game, and I'm not trying to take anything away from Navi, I want to see BBL
What's this?
have that consistent form to them. They've got all the right
Okay,
pieces.
nothing.
But
Just early
right
info.
here,
I actually thought we were
Navi,
gonna have something
they're
with that.
putting them together better. The puzzles coming into full shape, and for BBL,
At least
the push
BBL have some
on B.
ults.
All
There's
5
that.
players looking
And their
here,
calling with
passive
ults have
play,
been pretty
watching
good.
the flank, and this
Oh
is
my.
going to be
Oh
Turco
my
with
goodness.
triple.
Dude, Angel's face there.
Absolutely ripping their
Angel's
heads
face
off.
was
Nothing left
incredible.
for Navi in this round already. It's a 2v5 and they've got rifles.
How does he do it all the time?
What's just happened?
I'm starting to think that Turco should just play Sheriff.
Yeah, he just gets
Genuinely.
multi
We've seen
kills all the
multiple
time with a
rounds now
Sheriff.
where he just seems to rip heads the second he has that gun in hand. And It wasn't even like they sort of solo peaked. He was just
No,
able
yeah,
to
they were
somehow
literally
take those
all out
fights
in
with
the
his
open,
team.
dueling at the same time. That's
I
kind of
think as though
nuts.
this round's not done.
The timing, it didn't feel
Toko
like the
going
spacing
down
was bad at
gives
all.
a slight opportunity. Financially, Navi are in an amazing
We'll
spot.
be able to
These
tell in
players
the
can all
replay,
die and
but
it's not going to cause any issues. They might look to
Xiao, what are you doing?
Xiao even teleporting into the side, he's going to go down. Japan will as well. BBL,
Respect.
their lifeline has been grasped off the back of Turco, but they need 4 more of those.
And this is it. Navi
Okay,
are
let's see
constantly
it.
switching up how they're holding these sites. We saw just a moment ago Angel playing with his camera, watching on arcade. It's okay, yeah.
It's just great.
All
Damn.
3 in a row as well. No, that is actually ridiculous.
Yeah, that is
But
actually
we saw that
insane.
Angel was holding it with his camera on arcade. They had that Viper wall in play. And
Nick is the
then
wackiest.
Setsugetsu
Thank you so
running
much,
up close,
Nick,
like a
with the
triple
Prime.
bait.
Appreciate
First
it.
you see the utility, then the wall, then the Angel, and then Setsugetsu turns you
Right,
into
5
one.
chances
I
down
mean,
to 4.
Really nice setups that were in play.
No ults
It didn't get
needed in that
challenged,
one.
and it didn't get
In
seen.
terms of
So
ults,
maybe
though,
that'll come into
5
play
over towards
further
here.
down the
Maybe
line
not the
if
best for
BBL
defense, though.
can manage to
Oh, here we
keep
go.
it going.
So what we've been waiting for.
That was
Looks like
so
there was
close
chance
to a
of seeing
double.
it to get a collect. He's going to get tagged up. Ultimate online if he needs to escape, but they don't actually opt to fight him
You
after.
should run. Can't use that yet.
Lockdown going to be...
It's a nice way to play against the Killjoy, though, because you can get another kill and you never have to...
wanting to try and
That's
catch someone as
nice.
they go peeking.
Yeah,
They're
you can
not
just wait
going
until the
to.
last
He needs to
second.
escape, and that's exactly what he'll do.
It's
For the
really cool.
retake,
It just
as
means
now
that
will
they...
get that B
means that you can get into
Still
this
has his
position
ulti
when they're going up
away
as
with
well
his
and get this spam.
Angel, what?
Wow, that's really smart.
He's caught them with their pants down. That's the spike on the floor. The final nail in BBL's coffin, surely.
Oh my god, that's the final nail. Holy hell. Chat, that was sick. They hold it until the last angle, they're really far away, they then get into the point that meets them there and they can just spray and he gets 2 because of the timing. That was sick. The Yoru actually looked pretty decent. They had enough ideas where I'm like, that was decent.
I still can't believe that. It's even like the initial setups that they ran into of Angels, they were like, okay, we've now got to be careful of all the trips when he's playing out of the
The
side.
Yoru and the
second they
phase, yeah, they
break the trip, he
did that
spams
all
with
the
a
time.
Vandal
And
through
the
smoke
potential with
gets
the
2
Omen
kills.
flash as well. I kind of
it's
liked it.
just straight BS. You got to be completely infuriated if you are.
They
on
used
that
it 3
side of
times,
BBL.
right? Once on
That's the
Ascent.
thing. Unfortunately, it's
Twice,
another
yeah.
day where they haven't managed to take the win home, and I think that in that second map we kind of got what we expected. Maybe not with the comp, maybe not with what was brought in, and maybe even not with that first half being so close. But going into those defensive setups, I think that's when Navi really was.
Yeah, that was impressive.
They were so
I like that.
impressive with just how versatile they were all the way through that second map. And again, even though BBL in the first map brought it close, they just can't get these games over the line. And I think that's genuinely one of the problems we have for this team at the moment is they can compete with anyone.
Takes a little bit too
they just
long,
can't
Blue.
finish off a series.
Well, that's the thing. Look, you
Takes
can
a
look at their
little bit too
scoreline
long to
and
kind of
maybe
channel it,
coming
I
in,
would
you
say, but
think
you
they
could do it.
0-3
You
down,
could kind of
have
do it.
one of the lower teams within the tournament
Like
on
just
the
hold it for 1
impression
second
they
less
gave
than
us.
the Yoru did
But when
there,
they
yeah.
started out here, the promise was massive. Now, though, at 0-3, this season becomes so tough. They have got Fnatic and Navi out the way, though. I mean, that's the upside.
We
You
saw a
have
lot of
two the
cool
strongest
stuff,
teams
yeah.
behind you, and it's not like they got stomped. It's not like there was no sign of life. Even when you look at the Prime Gaming match highlights, you can see that throughout both of these maps, a lot of the highlights are shared. Right? It is BBL having their fair chunk of change in there as well. There were some incredible rounds, and like you said, and that 5-1 lead, I believe, so many of those rounds that Navi won were incredibly close. They were down to 4Ks, 1v2s, and all these sorts of things.
I'm
It
not
shows you the
sure,
promise, but ultimately,
Kobe.
that's all we've gotten to see from BBL this season was the promise,
Probably-
never the delivery.